What's up, everybody? How you guys doing out there? This fine. Excuse me. Slightly sick again. I know this is awful. Thursday evening is what I was gonna say. Okay, it's not nearly as bad as last time. I just feel a little bit worn out, and yeah, hopefully it only takes me a couple days to recover this time. But what's up, people? How you guys doing? Hello, hello. Let me get a tweet out real quick, and then yeah, we can begin. Hold up, hold up. Let me do this. Let me do. I forgot about this. There we go, and then let me do this. Dearest, you're at Marvel Champions. I hope everyone had a lovely Christmas. Let's just say that. You know what? Just gonna go with like holiday or something like that. But I mean, does it really matter? It's even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I still hope you had a lovely Christmas, right? Yes, I am now live. Okay. All right. Tweet. What's up, everybody? Donut Cop. Sending over $5 already. Donut Cop, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that, man. Let me go ahead and take care of a little business real quick. Hang on, hang on. Slap. Thank you very much, dude. See, I'm just slightly under the weather, but I can still slap this time around. It's not like last time where like I couldn't even slap. You know what I mean? This time is just, man, beat from the travels. Didn't get enough sleep. Didn't get enough healthy foods to eat and all that stuff. You know, just eating kind of junky. But Donut Cop, thank you very much, dude. I was looking to see if there was a last one, but there is not. But thank you very much for the 5. Thank you very much. What's up, Gloria, man? Saying, what up, BG? Sorry you're not feeling well, but that's Jersey Wrath for you, yeah? Mama's just said you've been gone. Yeah, well, I'm back. I am back. London Reed, first one in here. Followed by Joe Mama, DZ, Hatton Hollis, Not Vask. What's up, what's up? We got, is that a J Divine in here? Hell yeah, the Banana Man is back. What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? What up, J Divine? Orange Juice, Timothy, long time no see. Donut Cop, Glory, of course. Guess who is fighting Venom in his 6th Labyrinth Path? Ooh, Not Vask, good luck. Before the gifting event, I only did 2. Last path is the easy one, all outside but OG Spidey. Okay. Alright, man. Get it. You're almost done. That is awesome, dude. That is awesome. Work from home kills your immune system. You have no immunities. Well, you know, there's no poison and bleed nodes out there. I don't know. I was trying to make an MCOC joke. It didn't work out. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Let's just move past it. What's on my head? Do you guys see this? There's like a red line here or something like that. I just noticed it on the webcam right now. Was I laying on my head or something? I don't know, man. I don't know where that came from, but alright. Cool. Maybe I developed a battle scar in my sleep or something. Finished 5.4.6 tonight and got Guillotine 2099 from a featured crystal. Whoo. Nice, man. Good stuff. Congrats on both of those. Alright, anyway. Let's get started. Peanut butter? Yeah, peanut butter. Alright, hair growing maybe? One can hope. Alright, I gotta pop into AQ real quick. I only have energy to do 1 fight. And I gotta remember to come back here in 25 minutes so I could take out that last node. But for right now, we got to do this. Inquiring minds want to know, how many dual chips have you been troll gifted by your alliance this year? None. They've been kind enough to not do that to me this year, which I really appreciate. Oh god, that's right, it's this node. Oh, I should have went in here with Voodoo. This is a big mistake coming in here with Hyperion. Normally I could do this fight with Hyperion. It's kind of a toss-up as to who I want to bring, but I forgot that Global right now is this stupid node where I'm taking tons of degen damage. Come on, man. That's not going to hit. Oh, God. Wow, Hyperion is pretty much dead. Oh, boy. BG, welcome back. What's up, Cody? Quick peek at Twitter to see who I ranked up over Namor, Havoc, Cap, Infinity. Okay. Check it out in just a moment. Oh my god, that did not connect, huh? Okay, there we go. That time it connected. And I didn't get any Furies. That's nice. That hurt. I am just dead here. This is like nothing I can do. Oh my god. Oh man. Alright, well, later hype. Nice to know anybody. Let's finish this up with Voodoo. Gee, I can imagine you'll be using that generic gem Kabam gave us on Squirrel Girl's sister Nutmeg. Oh my god. Boo. Yeah, man. Generic Awakening gem, though, huh? Gave out the generic. I was a little surprised to see a generic. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, if they wanted to have some sort of difference. And look, what is up with this RNG right now, man? I need more Loas on the opponent, otherwise I can't even do this node. This is the buffed up node, which means I need three buffs on myself before I could deal any damage, which means I need Loas on the opponent. Got two. And this is why I hate playing Voodoo. Come on, man. This wasn't supposed to be that bad. I'm just trying to do an AQ fight. Do my alliance duties. One more Loa. Give me one more Loa. Thank you. Alright. Now I could actually finish out this fight. Yeah, I don't even know what to do with the generic. Like I've got a couple generics now. I had the generic from that offer, the Cyber Monday offer, of course. So I have that, and now I have this free one that Kabam just gave. I don't know what to do with them. I guess I'm just gonna sit on them. Just gonna wait it out. I actually didn't even claim the holiday one yet. I haven't really been playing too much over the last few days. It was such a quick trip. So much time spent at the airport and in the ooh, Cody. We went with Doc Ock 565. All right. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so much time just spent traveling, and then of course time with family and all that. So have not really been able to put much time into the game. Yuki sent over 3 of the Polish bucks saying, "Hey Brian, welcome back, you beautiful bald bastard. I'm torn between Hype and Thing for my next rank 5. Both are awakened and should be useful in 6.4. Lean towards Thing more honestly. With Hype and Thing for next rank 5, yeah, they both are great. That is, do you need Prestige? Because that's the one real, like, thing that you can say between the two, is that one of those champions has Prestige and the other does not. Thing has Prestige, Hyperion does not. What was I going to say? But besides that, yeah, they're both amazing champions. If you want to rank up one of these champions specifically for 6.4, you should probably wait. You know, 6.4 is not out yet. We don't know who's going to be more useful. Maybe one of those champions will be really good against a boss in there or something like that, and you're going to want them ranked up. I use both those champions quite a bit myself. I end up using Thing. Whoa, game was freaking out for a second there. I end up using Thing in Alliance War, where I do not use Hyperion there, but Hyperion I use in Alliance Quest. And I use both of them for questing content and stuff. Yeah, let me go ahead and claim this reward here, or gift, I should say. I kind of wanted the challenger or below rewards, 5 premium hero crystals. I could have used that more than this right now, you know. Find some way to complain about a free 5-star generic awakening gem. Alright, anyway. Speaking of Thing, I used my generic on my Thing, who was my only 565 who wasn't awakened. Did it for my alliance and to clear content because I love playing with him. So, awakening well worth it. Yeah, man, absolutely. Thing is one of those champions that you can play unawakened. There's no doubt about it, but it's also really nice to have him awakened. And in certain instances, you kind of need the dude awakened, so... I don't think it's ever a waste to awaken that dude. I have zero regrets about awakening mine. What's up, BG? Tough luck on the Howard the dog pull. Well, hey, that wasn't my pull. That was Laura's. So don't tell me tough luck. Tell her tough luck. BG, what is your opinion on Warlock? Just pulled her. Him? I don't know, as a 5-star, by the way. Warlock, I think, is a him. I never had anyone else call him a her before. But anyway, Warlock's amazing. Here's what I recommend checking out if you haven't seen it yet. Dave of the Dork Lessons variety. Go ahead and pop on over to the Dork Lessons channel on YouTube and check out his Warlock video. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, go ahead and check out his Warlock video. The video was, first off, very well done. Very well put together. And it will tell you pretty much all you need to know about Warlock. It was made, you know, in the content creator program, so we didn't have, like, every single thing figured out about the champion yet at that point, but, I mean, Dave covers it pretty well still. Since I'm uncollected, I got the class-based crystal. I popped and got a skill gem and was able to wake my Nick Fury. Felt pretty good. Nice, man. That's awesome. Your last one, great luck in 5-star featured, Guillotine 2099, Man-Thing, Doom, Maxig, Man-Thing. Damn, dude. Nice, man. Yeah, I got some good good pulls. I've done initial clear of 6.1 and initial variant 1. Should I A, explore 6.1, B, initial 6.2 and 6.3, then explore, or C, explore variant 1? Have you done any of the other variants yet? The other variants are easier. I'm not sure if you've done them yet, but the other variants are easier. So if you haven't done those, I'd recommend looking into those other variants. If you have already done those variants, then I would recommend exploring variant 1, personally. I don't know if it's easier than 6.1. It's probably not, to be honest. I think they're close, but 6.1 is probably easier, but the rewards for variant 1 are better. Sort of. For right now, they're better, at least. You could argue maybe once we could actually use the Tier 5 class catalyst, that, you know, it'll be better to have that from 6.1, but for a lot of people, myself included, we are very far away from being able to actually use Tier 5 class catalyst. So, oh, and you have done all the other variants. Okay. Yeah, I recommend variant 1 then. That's what I would go with. Hello, Dingus. What's up, Star? Eric Gwynn? Is that right? Saying it over $2. Thanks. Thank you very much, Eric. Saying, is 6-star Hood a good Alliance War defender? Not really, no. Hood is not really known for his strong defense. It's funny, like back in the day, back in the last iteration of Alliance, well, actually, like the first iteration of Alliance War, I should say, he was a bit better as a defender. There was a certain node that it was a unblockable special 2, and the enemy started with a special 2, so Hood would just hit you with that special 2. That was pretty, you know, very difficult to evade. And then he'd be invisible, and with the way Mystic Dispersion works and stuff like that, he used to be a pretty good defender when he first came out. These days, no, he's just not really that good of a defender. Just like any champion, you know, it's not unheard of for Hood to pick up a kill or 2 on defense or something like that over time, but compared to the other champions in this game, he just doesn't really cut the mustard, you know. So I think it's a good pull that you got 6-star Hood. He pairs very well with Ghost. I don't know if you're a Ghost user at all, but there's that. And some people like to use Hood offensively, but as far as defense goes, nah, you're probably gonna want to use someone else if you have someone else, you know. The other thing about Alliance War defense is I don't really think it should be something to like really focus on early on. You know, make that kind of your last priority. So work on, you know, getting your Alliance quest team together, your Alliance War attack team together, your other questing champs, that kind of thing. So if you don't have another defender to put in place of that Hood, that's fine. You know, use them for the time being. Only Ghost is a 4-star? Yeah, I hear that, man. We're in the same boat on that one. Well, eventually, maybe you'll get a higher level one. But dude, thank you very much for the 2. I appreciate it. Hey BG, did you see HQ Sean has a rank 3 6-star Corvus? I heard that, yeah. I came up in my Alliance chat earlier. I did hear that. Hello, welcome back, you beautiful bald, bearded, butt face. Wow. Pulled 5-star Killmonger, and I'm debating using my generic on Namor. Could get him to Sig 25. Sig 25 is pretty low, man. I would hold out for right now, honestly. He's a great champion to awaken, but wait until you have more Sigs. Otherwise, by the time you get other Sig stones, you might just pull him naturally and get him awakened naturally. So I'd recommend holding out, and yeah, when you get more Sigs, then go for it. Tommy Jackson sending over 2. Tommy, thanks, man. Saying, hey, BG, I pulled Ghost and SS. Who to focus on? First off, who's SS? We got to be more clear about SS. There's a lot of them. We just got another one with Silver Surfer. There's Sim Supreme, Stark Spidey, Stealth Spidey. Probably some others I'm forgetting. But if you're comfortable playing Ghost, then it doesn't matter who that SS is. The answer is Ghost. If you're not comfortable playing Ghost style, then, well, don't rank her up, you know? Just because everyone else says that Ghost is amazing and you see some crazy videos of things that Ghost can do, if you personally don't enjoy the champion, not comfortable with it, whatever, then don't do it. Sim Supreme? Okay. Yeah, so Ghost versus Sim Supreme, they're both great champions. Sim Supreme is a little bit more of that niche champion where you're not going to use Sim Supreme all the time. And in the right situation, Sim Supreme is amazing, but in all other situations, just kind of eh. You know? So yeah, I would recommend going Ghost, but again, all the things that I just said apply. If you are not comfortable playing Ghost, you shouldn't feel any pressure to rank her just because of what other people say about her. Just, you know, if you don't like her, you don't like her. I always give the example of me and Quake. Quake is an amazing champion. We all know this, but guess who's not ranking Quake? I don't want to play her, you know? So just keep something like that in mind. But if you're asking for advice, then I have to say Ghost just because she is amazing. So, but follow your heart. J Metz sending over $1. Oh, and I see cutoffs. Yeah, I'll get cutoffs in just a second. But Jay, thank you very much. Where's your last? Last one is BG. Similar question, but need guidance. Just finished 6.1. 100%. Now what content do I focus on? Variant 1 exploration, 6.2 or 6.3 exploration, all have been done first clears. Yeah, I recommend going with the variants over exploring the act content. It's just not only does it feel more rewarding right now because it is hard to use the tier 5 class catalyst unless you're in a very small select group of summoners. But also, you get the 2015 and 2016 gems, which the earlier you can put those to use and not have to use like the actual catalyst to rank up those champions, the better off you'll be. It kind of just gives you more information, helps you to make those tough rank up decisions, you know, a little bit easier. So, yeah, that's what I recommend. Variants over exploring the act content. Whoa, man, a bunch of other super chats. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Give me a second here. All right, B. Daniels sent over a buck as well. I want to make sure I'm not losing track of things here. All right, B. Daniels, where's your last? BG back. How 'twas the holidays for you? I put in my 2 weeks. Did you? Still not home. Wow. Also, tweet polls from a few days ago. Well, damn, B. Daniels. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That really sucks. So, I mean, what happened? Was it all just a bunch of BS that they were feeding you about getting you home? Top 3 picks for features, middle feature cows, bottom, well, you know. Nice, dude. That's pretty sick. Dude, I'm especially digging that, honestly, man, I'm especially digging that 6-star Mr. Fantastic that you got. Like, Silver Surfer is cool and all, but, I don't know, Mr. Fantastic, that dude seems pretty sick. But, dude, nice. Sorry to hear about your job, man. That's pretty crappy. I'll catch up with that in just a second. Let me, see what else here. Average Gamer also sent over a buck saying, Beaver, happy birthday, Christmas, New Year. Thanks, man. Just throwing them all in one at this point. Appreciate it, man. Oh, yeah, and I said cutoffs too, right? All right, well, hold on. There was a couple of super chats. Let me... Tom Jackson sent over another 2 saying, thanks and happy holidays. Ghost it is. All right, man. No problem. And, yeah, happy holidays to you too, man. Good luck with your new ghost. Thank you very much for another 2. And dabbing 710 YT, I'm guessing YouTube. Sent it over one of them Canadian bucks. Thanks for Looney Man. Saying I'm looking for Huge Jass. Does anyone know what happened to Hugh Jass? I can't say that I do, but good luck in finding Hugh Jass. All right, B. Daniels, hold on. Did you ever say what happened? Looks like message retracted for now. All right, hang on. Let me get the cutoffs going. Cutoffs. So the 2016 crystal now, huh? I don't know what this thing's gonna go for. Still 25 million, I guess. It's top 400, right? What did the 2015 crystal go for? Curious. Hang on. Let me look it up. See if we have any info on that. Not sure if I'm seeing it yet. Hang on. Pop on over to Reddit real quick. Alright, here we go. Oh no. Wait, what? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything here or I'm just not seeing it. Maybe it's a little delayed from the holidays or something like that for the person who runs it. But okay. Anyway, I was 530-ish with 23.5. Okay. All right. Let me for cutoffs. I don't know. Maybe they're slightly going up now that the holidays are over too. I'm just gonna say 27. 27. I'll say 26. I don't know, man. I don't freaking know. Let me see. I think it's is it who's the basic? Ah, Green Goblin. Nobody's going for Green Goblin. No one's going for Green Goblin. This dude's going to go super low. Just put it at 1.7, even though honestly 1.7 is probably overkill. Nobody wants that guy. Pretty much they did give me extra cash for load I was on, then said there was no flight to get me home since they couldn't find me a load to get me home. I said, not my problem. Should have booked flight when you promised me and not waited till 2 days later. So here, consider this my 2 weeks, and I already got another job making 6 figures. Be home every night with occasional overnighter. Dude, well, damn, that's awesome, man. So you already have next job all lined up and everything, dude. Good for you, man. Don't take any other crap, you know. That's some BS, man. Screw you over on the holidays like that. Yeah. Still sucks that it had to go down like that and that you got screwed over this time, but still. Alright. Is that Bowenson Hoochie wife in here too? What's up, man? Saying, BG last, so many donations, can't seem to get mine to work, so here's imaginary dollars. Oh, dude, thank you very much for the imaginary dollars. Alright, hold on. BG, how to do it on my alliance, uses 5-star generic on Iceman. Then pull him earlier today. Oof. Press F. Also, is Doom worthy of a generic? And welcome back. Doom, not really. I don't think so, at least. I think... So, I don't have a high-level Doom, so it's a little bit hard for me to give the best advice on it, but from what I recall, from the testing that I did, it didn't seem like Doom's Awaken ability really did much of anything. Not to be worth a generic, at least. If you wanted Doom for Prestige, that's a different story, and of course he's got to be Awakened for Prestige, but... You know, if just for like usability's sake, I think he's perfectly fine unawakened. He's a great champion, just doesn't need to be awakened. That is a bummer to hear about your alliance man, that Iceman. Rip, rip, rip. Am I not your friend? You always ignore me. Ren, there's a bunch of people in here. And I don't know if you know this, but there's only actually one of me. So I'm sorry, man. That's just the way it goes sometimes. I can't read all the comments. Dabbing, sending over another one of them Canadian bucks, another of them loonies. BG, I am the first person in the world to have a rank 5 6-star, and to top it off, it's a Scarlet Witch. Wow, man, congrats. The first person in the world to have a rank 5 6-star Scarlet Witch. That's impressive. Why don't you just give us your account name so we can all look this up and congratulate you personally. Of course, this would not be a lie because no one would ever lie on the internet. So I already know that that's the truth. And I just want to see it. Just out of curiosity. Thanks for the buck, man. Can't do it right now. I understand, dude. I understand. That's alright. Maybe later. Average Gamer sent over another buck as well. Where are you at, dude? Tweet, tweet? Okay. Well, what do we got? Your man thing made my man thing go up. Dude, what? 565 man thing. I'm digging it, man. I love it. Neither of our man-things are awakened, though, which makes me a little bit sad. But one day I dream of a world where all the man-things out there are awakened simultaneously at the same exact time. What a sight that would be. Yeah, dude. Thank you very much. Congrats on that shiny new man-thing. Can't figure out how to beat Power Gain, Doctor Strange, and Variant 3, Chapter 2.2 Tech. Get a boost. Do you remember what champion you used? I ended up using Stark Spidey and just kind of stun-locked him down. I built up to a special one. I used a heavy attack along the way to power drain him, and then I got to a special one, and I just was able to stun-lock him with the Miles Morales synergy. Other people used Doc Ock. I don't know if you have a high rank in Doc Ock, but that's who I think other people used. So, what's up, Pixie Bell? Ignores me and I have a wrench. Yeah, it's very true. I ignore most. It's not on purpose. There's only so much I could do. Wait, Star, I did accept the job offer mentioned here a bit ago. By the way, that means 10 weeks of training in not my home state coming up at the end of January. What? 10 weeks of training in not your home state? Wow. Okay. But the job is in your home state? That sounds a little bizarre to me. I don't know if I've ever heard of something like that before. Maybe it's not bizarre. Maybe I'm just, you know, only know video games. Or just only know just playing video games, I guess. But, okay. Well, congrats. Sounds awesome. Beaver loves me without a wrench because I never ever forget his birthday. It's so true. It's so true. Yep, got location and offer as home city, long as find projects to be on there. Okay. Alright, cool. Well, that's exciting. Graduate, immediately find a job. That's pretty cool. How's Christmas, BG? It was good. Traveling sucks, as always, but, you know, other than that, it was good. Good to see the family. It was one of the shortest trips I've ever had back to New Jersey, though. It was like we got there on we got there just past midnight on Christmas Eve, and then left like the morning after Christmas, early in the morning, like 6 a.m. So, which I guess is today. Wow, I didn't realize. Still, oh man. But yeah, other than it being so quick and having to take 2 long flights in the span of a very short amount of time, it was good. Hope you guys all had a good holiday as well. Love the Howard opening for, excuse me, our wife? I think that's a typo. I hope so, at least. She is not our wife. Best opening I've seen the end of the year. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was supposed to go up on Christmas Day. You know, I've been saving that one for a little bit. Like the opening itself. The opening itself only happened like the day before we left. So you know, just a couple days ago, and I wanted to edit it and have it posted for Christmas Day, but I just couldn't do it fast enough with all the travel and everything, so had to wait till today. If you're asking to be a mod, likely won't get a wrench anytime soon. This is correct. I appreciate you guys all wanting to be mods and stuff, but we're all right for right now. Thank you, though, guys. And as Pixie Bell just mentioned, the blue name, the wrench, it doesn't get your message seen any better. I ignore everyone equally. I'm an equal opportunity message ignorer person. Is that a good name for it? Probably not, but you know. Opened my first 6-star today. Got 6-star Punisher 2099. On the bright side, I opened 3 5-stars and got Omega Red, Emma Frost, and Thing. Well, damn, dude. Used all your luck on the 5-stars, it seems. That's cool, man. That's awesome. Congrats on the 5-stars. Honestly, Punisher 2099 as a 6-star, maybe not the most desired pull ever, but that's far from the worst. He's not the worst defender out there. He's all right on a couple of nodes. He kind of has some cool utility, a little bit interesting. I joined an alliance 2 weeks ago, and they're asking me to rank 4 Trico. Tier 2 Alpha is still low, like 1 per week, and I have thing to rank 5 Variant 2. When do you rank up defenders? You don't. And Trico for defense, I don't know. I mean, I guess some people like to put him as the boss, but I don't see him as a strong defender. But yeah, so okay, eventually you do rank up defenders. I shouldn't have said you don't. It's a little bit of a joke, but in all seriousness, the ranking up defenders should be your lowest priority. Sure, everyone's going to have a different opinion on this, and I'm sure it's going to be tough to explain to your alliance. Well, hey, but someone else told me not to rank up a defender or something, you know, but seriously, like ranking up a defender, it's not going to do as much for your overall progression in this game compared to ranking up champions that can get content done. You know, focus on that. Focus on the champions, especially the repetitive content, I should say, first, which is basically Alliance Quest and Alliance War attack, not defense. But you want to rank up your champions that can help you save resource in Alliance Quest. And then rank up champions that can, again, kind of save you resources in Alliance War as well. Although there it's a little bit more about just not dying. You can never really control whether a defender is going to give you a kill or not. You know, even if you rank up the absolute best defender in the game, you could have the best defensive lineup. I don't even know what that would look like. Something like Korg, Thing, I don't know, Nick Fury, whatever, right? 5 strong defenders. And there's no guarantee that they're going to give you kills. But if you rank up your attacking champions, it's a little bit more in your control, you know, preventing a death. And that's just as good, if not better. Actually, it is better, since you don't have to use the resources then to heal that champion up. So focus on those 2 things, then focus on ranking up champions to get through other content, like the variants and all that stuff, and yeah. Eventually, when you have enough resources to spare some to rank up a defender, alright, cool. You know, but until that day comes, that's my advice at least, is don't rank up a defender. So. What's up, Cam? Merry Christmas, Baldy. Merry Christmas, dude. I'm having the legacy kind of luck on 6 stars. Psylocke, Captain Marvel, not movie. Oh man, that hurts. Captain America, not Infinity War, also hurts. Moon Knight and Cable don't have the luck. Oh, Apu Das, that is not lucky at all. Yeah, dude. Whoo, hang in there, man. Hang in there. That is not very good, but hopefully it turns around for you. Tips to become Uncollected for free-to-play player. Well, whether you're free-to-play or not doesn't really matter a whole lot, I'll say. Start there. No matter what, you're going to want to approach it the same way. You're going to want to have a little bit of patience. Prep by, you know, gaining some revives and potions of the free variety. You know, the revives, the best way to get them for free is through the solo events, the 22-hour solo events. You know, you can get one per day, sort of. I mean, you can get them through the level up, the arena event, and the hero use one. The other one, not so much. So like 3 out of the 4 of those days. And then you can get some potions and revives elsewhere. slowly, but not quite as much. But anyway, save up some of those, and then just going, you know, you got to have the right champions ranked up and at your disposal. You don't need the absolute best champion around to fight the Collector, but it does help to have a high DPS champion that can potentially auto-evade or power drain, which is why Stark Spidey is so good for it. Or someone like Spider-Gwen that has auto-evade on the, what's it called? The unblockable specials, stuff like that. And I mean, yeah, it's, you know, if you're having a hard time getting to the Collector himself, well, you might have to back out of the quest until you get a hang of the nodes. That quest has, well, actually, I'm not even sure where you're at in your progress to become Uncollected, but some of the nodes in Act 5, they can be pretty difficult to deal with, and it might take a little bit of practice. You know, Act 5 really starts to get into that territory of you need to learn how the node works and how to best counter it rather than just mashing the screen and overpowering the enemy with, you know, a higher level attacker. So have a little bit of that patience. But yeah, without knowing exactly where you're at, it's a little bit hard for me to give better tips than that. There's also videos out there, I should say that too. There's videos out there that can, whatever quest you're in, can help you. Shark sent over 2 saying last, then Robato's message, before, then one more. Oh my goodness. Alright, Shark. Family argued all day, free food, so it's decent. How about you? Alright, hold on. So today I became a big boy and joined the Cavalier squad. 6-star Fury, then rank 5 Blade to go with it. Nice, man. But hold on, I think are these out of order that I'm reading? I think it was maybe this one they wanted to read. Family argued all day. Hold on, where's Robato's? Robato. Really good food. Lots of fudge. Wait, you eat fudge on Christmas? Oh, I mean, I guess actually, never mind. It's not unusual, right? Like fudge, dessert type foods. I guess we had the same thing. I was thinking that was like your Christmas dinner was just gobs of fudge. Pretty good. Lots of stuff. Was not expecting. Cool, cool. Brian, I was lost in the void that is YouTube without your nightly streams. Aha, I think that's the one that Shark was talking about. Well, I am back. There's no need to be lost anymore. My children. I don't even know what that means. But it feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. No, neither is mustard on a bagel. That's true. I did have mustard on a bagel, though. I did. There's a void without you messages, you dingbat. Okay, alright. Well, I got it. Give me a second. I got it. Shark, thank you very much for the 2, though. Eli said it over 5 as well. Saying, what's your take on Guillotine regular BG? I feel like taking her up to rank 4 as a 5-star Sig 20. Well, my take is, I don't think she's the worst champion, but I also don't think that she really needs to be ranked up. I don't know. Maybe if you had like a 2015 rank up gem, or is it 2016 for her? I don't know, but maybe if you had one of those, but I don't think she's that good to be taking a rank 4 over other champions in the game. Like, I don't know, man. You know, she's always been all right, but never really more than that. You know, just kind of all right. She's gotten some unique synergies over time that have kept her slightly relevant, but I mean, even with those, you don't really see people talking about her. that kind of is her best use, is activating these synergies for other champions. Some people use her for Morningstar. I can't remember all of them that she has. She actually has a bunch. But, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on her. I've always liked her, like her animations and a little bit of health steal that she gets back, but it's just not... It just doesn't compete with other champions. Now, all that said, if you just really like her, then hey, man, it's your catalyst, your resources. Feel free to do whatever you'd like, but that is kind of my opinion on it. As far as clearing Act 5, Chapter 2, well, I mean, she can do it, but you're going to have an easier time with other champions, probably, I would say. So, yeah. Average Gamer sending over another one of them bucks. Saying, Robert Beckham, if an alliance tells you to rank up, look for another alliance unless they respect your own decisions. I agree with that. You know, if they're like, if you ask them, oh wait, hold on. BG, how to play lead, decline my alliance, officers request to rank my defender. Thanks for advice before, but please help with this too. Well, I mean, yeah, I pretty much agree with Average Gamer here. It's one thing if you like post a picture of your roster and you're like, hey, here are the champions that I have. Who's going to help the alliance the most? And if they pick out, you know, a defender, then okay, you know, you know, at that point you're kind of asking for that advice, and you don't necessarily have to go with it, but you know, you were kind of asking. If they are the ones that are asking you without any kind of prompting from yourself, if they're just like, hey, we need a better defender, rank up your Trico to rank 4, well, that's a bit of a problem. The first thing I would do is just, you know, I would just explain, you know, I can rank that champion eventually, but right now there's some other champions that I need to rank up more, and that champion cannot be ranked up right now. If that's a problem for them, then I would say, well, it's been nice knowing you guys. I don't know. I mean, I think most people are pretty understanding. If you tell them like, hey, you know, listen, I want to, you know, I want to help the alliance. I want to rank up defenders. I just can't right now. I have to rank up these other champions for this, and this, and you know, I think most people are pretty understanding with that. So I don't assume it'll be a problem, but if it is a problem, then yeah, man, I don't know. I would actually probably look for a different alliance. It's never really a problem that I faced myself in 4 Loki. We've never had any, like, the leaders have never had any sort of say in which champions people rank up, unless, like I said, people are kind of throwing it out there like, hey, I can rank up a champ, I don't know who to rank. What do you guys think? But yeah. Croy also sending over a banana. Croy, thank you very much, dude. Do you have a last one to go with this banana? You do. Also, after rank 2ing... wait, hold on. Lola Love Buck, amazing family video, BG. Thanks, man. And also, after rank 2ing Dr. Doom, of course, my last featured pulled 5-star Doom. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. He doesn't need to be awakened, though, so I think the 6-star Doom, rank 2, that's cool. Why is the champion called Trico? That's his name. Just like Mr. Fantastic is Reed Richards. I kind of wish that he was actually called Trico in this, because it'd be less confusing. LaCroix, thank you very much for the $1.50 and the banana. Appreciate it. ABG, happy 26 team. 20, wait, did I just say 26 team? With an M at the end? Happy 2016. Same to you, man. Same to everybody. Happy 2016. Almost. Wait, hold on. And did I... Wait. Yeah, okay. I didn't read that wrong. That was actually 2016. Integral. What are you talking about, man? 2016. That was a few years ago. Or are you talking about the arena? Trico is garbage? A little bit. He's not the most amazing, but he's got some uses in this game, so. BG, any super secret advice to getting all my 5 stars to rank 2? Also, I don't know who to take to rank 5. 5-star Namor, Sig 80, or Thing, Sig 200. Prestige is not an issue, and I run suicides doing 6.3. Ooh. Well, as for the super secret advice about 5 stars to rank 2, there is super secret advice, yeah, but I can't tell you, otherwise it wouldn't be a secret. So you're screwed on that part. Sorry, man. As for Namor and Thing, I don't know how much I used either of those champions in 6.3, although I was doing a Legends run, so if I wasn't doing a Legends run, maybe I would have used them more. That said, I'd still use both of them to some degree. I'm inclined to go with Thing, just because of the higher Sig level. Like, Namor at Sig 80... Well, I don't know. You can still reduce a lot of the damage and the suicide damage and all that. No, I think I would go Thing. I think I would go Thing, personally. He's kind of suicide friendly. And just, I don't know, his abilities... He's not the champion they use all the time, but when you do go to use him, it's really nice to have him at rank 5. Because his damage output is not the strongest until you kind of ramp him up a little bit. And just having that little bit of additional attack going for him, it's pretty nice. And Sig 200, I mean, come on, son. Sig 200, freaking awesome. You could really go either way, though. Like, both are good rank ups, I would say, but I'd probably go Thing. The real answer about 5-star champions to rank 2, no, there aren't any secrets to it. I mean, you can try to prioritize the resources that you collect if that's your goal. So, you know, in the Glory Store, pick up as many, you know, tier 4 basics or tier 1 alphas that you can. But other than that, there's no real secret to it. It just takes time. It just takes a lot of time. I don't start a new job until late January, so I'll be off for my B-Day and have a week after recover. Damn, dude, a whole week after recover. Also, who in the F is Trico? I've been lurking to an arena. It's bugging me. Yeah, it's the champion. Seems like some other people said it already, but yeah. Well, dude, that's awesome, man. Get a little bit of a break there, a little bit of vacation. Nice, very nice. Oh crap! I meant to go back into AQ. We need to do that right now. Right now. And I saw a message come up. Donut Cop has been a member for 6 months in a row. Donut Cop, I appreciate the continued support, just like all you guys. I really appreciate it. I don't know why sometimes those messages come up and sometimes they don't, but yeah, shout out to all the members in here. Thank you guys. Brian Nikolai Grant, good evening, sir. What's up, Bido? Just out of curiosity, what percentage of your 5-star are unawakened? Just over 50% of the 100 plus I have are still unduped. I don't know the percentage. We can go take a look at that in a moment here. Let me take care of this. It's Howard the Duck real quick. PJ posted my roster for them to put in their Defender Diversity program, and then one of the officers messaged me with my Defender lined up and asked if I could rank up Trico. I said I will tell in 2 weeks. Okay, so it doesn't sound like they're like demanding that rank up. It sounds like he was just reaching out, asking if that was a possibility. So, yeah, that's what I figured. Most people, they're not trying to necessarily be in control of your rank ups. I don't think, at least. Yeah, of course, there's exceptions to that, but you know, I think he was just reaching out to see what's possible for you and what's not. That's all. So, just let him know. That is not a rank up that you can do right now because there's other rank ups that are higher priority at the moment. Shark sending over another one of them bucks. Two up, please. Okay, will do. Two up is BG. Awaken my clairvoyant with a mystic gem. I've been saving. I did 5.3 completion all the way to Cavalier in 1 day. Damn, dude. And if I could do it, any wow. And if I could do it, any buffoon can. Wow. Shark, you don't give yourself enough credit. You said you're gonna do variant 2 soon. Okay, all right. That's impressive, though, man. That's a lot of content all at once there. Well done, dude. Well done. Have you heard about the Namor balancing cough cough nerf? Do you think Kabam will really piss off the community and risk another boycott? All this balance makes it scary to rank. I saw something about that. Somebody was posting something. I guess there was something on the Chinese forums or something like that. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. Alright, let me count these 5 stars. I'm kind of curious myself how many of them are unawakened. We'll get to the bottom of this. What sig does Cap Infinity need to be in order to be viable for the champion boss? 0. Cap Infinity, he doesn't need his awaken ability for the boss. The reason why Cap is good for the boss is because he can fight through the unstoppable, and he also just has exceptionally high block proficiency, so that he doesn't take as much block damage. That's it. His awaken ability, as far as I can remember, does not actually mean anything against the champion. Alex Spadola, am I saying that right? Sending over $2. Thanks, man. Saying unawaken Nick or awaken Havoc to rank up. Well, probably awakened Havoc. It depends on what you need, of course, but unawakened Nick Fury, I wouldn't be too quick to rank him up, and I'd probably just keep him whatever rank he is right now, and you know, use him for synergies. I mean, if you had a need for him, if there was like a bleed, like a do you bleed note or something, and you need his bleed damage, something like that, or if you already put him on the team because you have a Captain Marvel movie or something, you know, then okay, that's one thing. But otherwise, just strictly speaking, unawakened Nick Fury or an awakened Havoc, I'd recommend the awakened Havoc. And just use Nick for synergies. Wait, hold on. We got a 3-part from Hinach that I must read before I can count here. Alright, an old Alliance leader who liked to rule with an iron fist wanted to boot me for taking Omega to rank 5 after spending $1,000 for him. I had no prestige champs to rank, and tier 5 basic was just sitting there. This was in Plat 3. Ranked him anyway, and later went to a more supportive / loyal team and got masters and better in AQ and ranked whoever they wanted. At the end of the day, it's your account and money, and it's best to find a team you can call family. Agreed, 100%. You can't count BG or read. Agreed, 100% on that as well. But seriously, like you gotta find. I mean, it's all about the people you play with at the end of the day. You know, like the champions that you have and stuff like that. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's kind of what. Like it's the reason you initially start playing this game, and you know it's fun. It's super fun getting to rank up champions and play with them and stuff like that, right? But at the end of the day, it's kind of a means to get you playing with a cool group of people in a way, you know, like if you want to have that competitive environment, you got to rank up some champions to get there and all that. That's I guess what I'm trying to say, but yeah. Just having a good group of people to play with, that's the most important thing. All right, let me count this out though. 5, 10. All right. Here's what I'll do. I'll count all of them in total, and then I'll go find the unawakened ones. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 10, 15. Okay, so I have 116 5-stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 42 are unawakened out of 116. It's not too bad. It's about a third of my roster is not awakened, roughly. A little bit more. BG, I heard you were sick. Eat some oranges. Joshua, thanks, man. Alright, let's go back to the arena. Most underrated champ in the game? I vote Wasp. I vote Man-Thing. He's a beast. Wasp is cool, though. I like Wasp. What's up, BG? Just got a message that my member poop was renewed, so that reminded me that you are streaming. Well, Forky, what's up, man? Thank you for renewing the membership. I appreciate it. I have 75k 6-star shards. Should I save for next month feature or open basics now? It's kind of up to you, man. I don't know what you're going for. I'm personally still saving my shards for when Dr. Doom and Silver Surfer are in the basic. Ooh, got a bunch of them right now too. It's gonna feel nice to pop these things open. But yeah, it's kind of up to you, man. I don't like going for featured crystals myself. I like to open basics all the way. But I'm also, like I said, waiting for the right champions to hit the basics. So, something for you to consider. Alright, let's get back to the arenas. Excuse me. Oh, man. Let's get back to these arenas. Man, my unit gain has been in the dumps. I haven't been able to get my units back after spending them all on this damn gifting event. How long did it take you to save that many? That's a lot. I don't really know, to be honest. Wish I did. I've been saving for a bit now. We had a couple of months where there was some really good 5-star shard gain if you took advantage of it. So that helped out a lot, but I still have been saving for, you know, at least a few months now, so. OMG, the Bride guy, it's been so long. J Money Stack, what's up, dude? How you doing? It has been a long time. Hope all is well. Should Silver Surfer and Dr. Doom be in the next 6-star featured crystal? I don't really know when it comes to the 6 stars. I don't know. Featured 4 stars is a lot easier to do now than it was a year or two ago, right? Like the amount of points you need to get the 4-star. Wondering if I should do 2.5 every basic day. Alright, hold on. Every basic, day 1, then switch to that. It has been made a lot easier to do, yeah. Well, first off, like, if you've been... The longer you've been playing, the more champions you have in general, right? So you might just have more champions, or you definitely have more champions now than you did 2 years ago. Unless you just took a break all that time. But, also, when the 5-star arena was introduced... a lot of people who were grinding the 4-star featured, they jumped ship to the 5-star arena, and that allowed the 4-star, the featured 4-star to go a lot lower. If you're going for, you know, I mean, the milestones have stayed the same. Like I said, the only difference there is if you got more champions. But if you're actually going for a brand new 4-star champion or something, yeah, it's a lot easier. A whole lot easier. Got myself a skill 4 to 5 from Variant 4. Need a better Thing Killer. Thoughts on Gwenpool, Elsa, Night Thrasher, and Ronin? I don't know much about like 3 of those champions that you asked about, unfortunately. I'm gonna die here. Wow. Wow, Domino. The only one of those champions I know much about is Gwenpool. So I can't really say. Elsa's interesting. I wonder how good she is versus against Thing, if she's any good. Not many people have Elsa's, period. I never hear her talked about. And I wonder if it's because people don't have her ranked, or if she actually is not very good. Oh my god. Okay, good. He had his L3 just ready and waiting for a second there. I hate this passive AI nonsense. It's so annoying. Started college and quit playing the game. Understandable, man. Sometimes you gotta set your priorities straight. And college, more important than the game. As much as I love this game, I always gotta recommend going after that education. There'll be plenty more time for games after you've done your studies and all that. So, BG, we're gonna start Variant 2 Exploration tomorrow, and I have rank 5 5-star Thing, Sentinel, rank 5, or I'm sorry, 5-star rank 4 AA Hype, 5-star rank 3 Venom the Duck, Cap, Infinity, Domino. Will be good for Exploration. Thing full synergy. Pretty much Thing full synergy, yeah. I mean, Sentinel would be great as well. I would mostly use Thing though, probably. You know, if the other champions were a higher rank too, you know, like if Venom the Duck was rank 5 as well, then I'd recommend, yeah, go with Venom the Duck too. But because some of those other champions aren't ranked up, Thing and Sentinel will do so much for you. Do you think if the rebalance to Cole ends up being a nerf, we will get ranked down tickets? Mine is rank 4, and I really want to get my new Venom up instead, but I have no Cosmic Tier 4. Well, it probably is going to be a nerf, as far as we know. It's going to be a nerf. I'm still hopeful that it's going to be just a total rebalancing and not just a straight nerf. But yeah, if it is just a nerf, then I would say rank down tickets are probably going to be a thing. I would hope they would be a thing. I guess we'll have to see, though. Kabam, sometimes they're, I don't know, man. Like, I think this game's great. I think Kabam does a great job for the most part. But every once in a while, Kabam does something that's just so questionable. You're like, how, why, what? So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Has anyone ever asked the devs why the arena AI is so passive? I don't think so. I certainly haven't. I don't know of anyone asking that on like video. Maybe I'm sure somebody's asked them in person, but I don't remember seeing hearing a response about it from them. That would be a really good question to ask. Like, I guess I never asked because I think I know the answer. And it's, but I should ask because it'd be good to hear their perspective on it. Because honestly, the way they have the AI difficulty set up is bizarre. The more aggressive the AI is, the easier it is to do these fights. And when they're all passive like that, then of course it's more difficult. And you find that passive AI in some of the earlier, I shouldn't even say earlier, but in like the not at the like the highest level, right? So like even like map 5 of Alliance Quest, the AI there is much less aggressive than in map 6 and map 7, which kind of makes it more difficult to do those fights. And yeah, I mean, it's just such a weird thing. That'd be a great question to ask him. I'll have to remember that next time I get a chance. BJ, I have a question. Do I awaken my Ghost or Star-Lord with my 5-star Awakening Gem? Well, I would recommend Ghost. Star-Lord, his time has kind of come and gone, I would say. You know, like he can still be useful. I'm sure there are people out there with their ranked up Star-Lords kind of shaking their heads saying, what are you talking about, man? Star-Lord's still a great champion. And listen, Star-Lord's a fine champion. But compared to some of these newer champions, he's not someone that I would recommend investing into today. If you already invested in him in the past with a rank up gem or awakening gem or both, okay, you know, that's fine. And, you know, please continue to use him. But today, going into 2020, Star-Lord is no longer a champion that I'd recommend investing big resources like that into. Ghost is, you know, Ghost is not. I mean, not only is she one of the best champions in the game, so a great option to invest in there. But, well, actually, maybe I'm saying this wrong. The one thing I should say about Ghost, the one thing I always say about Ghost, is that Ghost is she has a unique playstyle, and although I recommend Ghost, you might not enjoy Ghost's unique playstyle, and if that's the case, then don't go with Ghost. But that's who I have to recommend. And if you don't like Ghost, then I would save that gem for someone else. I still wouldn't give it to Star-Lord. BG, I've long suspected you weren't actually real, just a cyber deepfake to appeal to young gamers. Wow. Now that I've heard Lola's voice, I'm convinced. Wow. Oh, man. I saw your comment on that video, Dale. I showed Laura the video after I uploaded it. She hadn't seen the Lola. Of course, she was recording the other part, the second part of it, but she hadn't seen the Lola part yet. So I showed her the video after uploading it, and she was reading through the comments. She chuckled a little bit at that one. 4-year-old woke up a second ago to go to the bathroom. I instinctively minimized your stream windows. Subconsciously in my mind finds you non-family friendly. Well, sort of am, sort of am not. So it's all right. Thanks for Mr. BG. But to do that, do you recommend maxing 4s or ranking my 5s, and to what rank? Wait. What? To do that. What was part 1 to this question? Also, please don't spam. I'm scrolling up a little bit and seeing your same message put in the chat very frequently. Don't spam so much, please. But okay, as far as the arena goes, well, I wouldn't rank champions specifically for the arena. I would just continue ranking up champions that you can actually use to help rank up champions that you would actually use to help you get through content. And then if you have extra resources, it's kind of a toss-up between ranking up your 5 stars and ranking up your 4 stars. If you can get your 5 stars to rank 2, that's pretty much good enough. And if you can get your 4 stars to rank 4, again, good enough. But, you know, again, that's just kind of bonus resources. I favor the 5 stars myself. Thinking ahead to the future of this game, there's going to come a time where 4 stars... I mean, they're always going to be useful in the arena and stuff. But, like, I guess let me put it this way. Some people rank up their 4 stars to help with, like, the 5-star arena right now. Which is fine. You know, I still rank up some myself. But I'm kind of favoring the 5 stars, thinking ahead to... Well, one day there's probably going to be a 6-star arena, and maybe at that point, maybe the 4 stars won't be as helpful? I don't know. But yeah. No changes have been made to the AI. This is something that comes up a lot, but is not something we do very often, if ever. Bam, Bam forms. Oh, is that... Well, we weren't talking about, like, AI changes. Just to be clear, about, like, the passive AI stuff. Just about, like, why the arena AI is so dumb. It hasn't changed. I could tell you it hasn't changed. It's been like that forever. But it'd be good to hear from a dev like why they made it that way. Holy crap, BG. Last Sarni, what's up, dude? The girlfriend just said the most terrifying thing to me ever. She asked, notice anything different? Just say yes. But you're so beautiful that I can't tell you what. I don't know, man. Run. Run for the hills. Run. Oh, man. What's up, Last Sarnia? Can you tell us how the Acorn event works? If you progressively get more Acorns, do you advance, like dungeons? Do you think it'd be cool if Arena was the same for battle chips and gold? I don't really know how the Acorn event works. I assumed it was just going to be like the Valor store and stuff, where Acorns are just the currency they use to buy things from the store, and you get to buy whatever you want. That's what I always thought. If it's something different, interesting. I guess maybe I should read more. Have 2 generic, 1 mutant, 1 tech, 1 mystic gem. Have Unawakened Nick Fury, Medusa, Void. 1 generic, and the class gems are already reserved for Aegon, Omega Red, Ghost, and Sim Supreme. Who should I use the generic? Well, who do you need? Are you looking to use a generic just because you have them? Or are you ranking up champions? Are you awakening champions because they're actually going to help you? Because that's the only time you should be really awakening champions. If you... Like Void is an amazing champion to awaken, but are you going to use him? If you're going to use him, then Void's great. If you're going to, I mean, they're all great. But you know, if you're just looking to use them just because you have the gem, well, then there's nothing I could really say to help. You know, if you want to awaken a champion just because, then okay, but go ahead and awaken the champion that you like. But if you're asking for advice on which one's going to be the most helpful, I don't know if I could really say that either, because it seems like you don't need any of them right now. You're kind of just throwing out some champions because you got yourself a shiny new generic. If you have questions about maybe like a certain piece of content that you need to complete and which champion is going to be more helpful in that content, I may be able to offer a little bit of insight on that one. Speaking of that, my alliance running map 5 and we're doing the master modifiers. Just picture passive AI and brute force. Oh god, what a nightmare. Dude, brute force is already so annoying. A true nightmare? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm using more potions here than Alliance War. Whew. Yeah, that's rough, man. That passive AI, dude, I hate map 5, honestly, man. I'd much rather run map 6 or 7. VG, how do I farm ISO 8? Really need them. Best way to get ISO is from the arena. Doesn't seem like it, but the best way to get ISO is just by opening up more crystals. You open up more crystals, you get more class ISO, and yeah, the class ISO is way better than the generic stuff. The generic stuff, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't do a whole lot. If you ever feed some generic ISO into your champions and watch your bar go up, well, it barely goes up. It costs more gold and everything too, so yeah, get the class stuff by opening up more crystals, and the best way to get more crystals, outside of spending money of course, is just by playing the arena and opening up the premium hero crystals. Sometimes you get 4 stars out of there, which give a very nice chunk of ISO. And then of course you're building up other shards, 4-star shards, 3-star shards, all that stuff that it all adds up. Brian, should I use my generic on Omega or save for someone with earlier value like Nick /hype? I used all my mutant excuse me, generic stones on Namor, so Omega Red will be low level for a while. Omega Red, I wouldn't bother awakening him unless you can get him to a decent Sig level. It might still be worth holding on to the gem, though, and not giving it to Nick or Hype. If you use Suicide Masteries, Omega Red is... he's so damn useful. If you're running Suicides, I would just sit on the gem, wait till you got some more Sig Stones. If you can get like 60 or so Sig Stones, then go ahead and awaken him. Maybe you'll awaken him naturally during that time while you're waiting to get the Sig Stones. If you're not running Suicides, then don't worry about Omega Red for right now. And going with someone like Nick or Hype can be a good move. It kind of depends on the other champions you use and the masteries you use and stuff like that as for which one of those is going to be better. I have a strong favoring towards Hype. But, yeah, if I was running Deep Wounds and I had a Captain Marvel movie and stuff like that, then maybe I'd go Nick Fury, but... yeah, if you run Suicides, I would honestly just keep waiting, pretty much. BG Tweet took Corvus on Counter Tactics / Stun Immune, Green Goblin on Heal Node, and Void on 55, 0 deaths total, 7 fights. Nice, dude. Let me take a look. It's not loading for some reason. Oh, there we go. Void fight with Claire on Node 55. Nice, man. Damn. Got that 72-0. Very nice. Very nice. Hi BG, want to ask you about Alliance War defense. Mostly Alliance recommended, but not using Suicide Masteries. But some players on YouTube like you, Legacy, Prof, and others use Suicides. Are you always changing Mastery when placing? Yes. So I can't speak for everybody. The more competitive you are in War, the more important it is to take off the Suicide Masteries before placing your defenders. There is a couple of cases, you know, where your defender will actually be stronger with Suicides, but that's something like only if your alliance says it would be okay. But for the most part, yeah, if you're competitive in War, you want to remove your Suicide Masteries before placing your defenders. This season, we are competitive in War, so I have removed my Suicide Masteries before each War. Next season will not be the case. And next season will just be placing defenders with Suicides, and it saves... of course, it saves units and stuff like that. It's less of a hassle, and yeah. So it all depends on how serious your alliance is about War. There's a lot of alliances that don't take War too seriously. So I'm sure there's a good number of people that just place with the Suicides on, and that's alright if that's cool with your alliance. Hey guys, BG, great video with Lola. Laughed so hard. Thanks, man. Contribution is done now. I can sleep. Have a good night, everyone. Alright, B. Daniels. Have a good night, dude. I need to work on playing Ghost. Kind of bad at her right now. She takes some getting used to. If I ever pull her, I'll have to take some time to get used to her as well. Who does better direct damage, Omega Red or Void? Well, Omega Red does Omega Red's damage is faster than Void's. At a certain point throughout the fight, we're talking long fights here, Void's damage could actually be better than Omega Red's, only because it's hard to keep up with the spores with Omega Red. But for the most part, Omega Red is the answer. Higher damage output than Void. Especially if you're running them Suicide Masteries. BG, in about a week or so, I'll be getting my first 6-star crystal. I'm nervous already. Any cool underrated 6-star champs in mind? There's tons. Here's the really cool thing about 6-star champions. And the reason why you shouldn't be all that nervous about it. You don't need to pull the best 6-star for them to be useful. You know, when you're pulling 5-star champions, and we all of us have limited rank up resources for our champions, right? So we don't want to rank up the champions unless they're like the best champions, you know? That's how it goes with 5 stars. With 6 stars, you don't have to give them any rank up resources. They're just powerful right from the start. And even if they're not the best 6-star champion, there's a good chance they'll be useful just because they're the equivalent of a rank 4. Like, let me see, what's a good example? Okay, so Nebula, right? Nebula is a pretty strong champion that most people cannot justify ranking up. And because you can't justify ranking up Nebula as a 5-star, again, most people, some of you might have done it, but because most people can't do that, don't have the spare resources, she's going to feel weak, right? I mean, she's one or maybe even several ranks below your highest champion, so she feels weak, right? But if you pull her as a 6-star, she doesn't feel so weak. And there'll be times where you could use her. There'll be times where you can shut down robots with her abilities and, you know, just deal some massive shock if you have the synergy with Proxima, stuff like that. So, 6 stars, you don't need to pull the best 6-star. You don't need to pull Corvus and Ghost and Omega and Domino or whatever. You just there's a lot that are good. So, I can't go through the entire list, but a couple off the top of my head. Well, I just said Nebula. Venom's in the 6-star pool now. Venom would be pretty cool potentially. If you don't already have Venom ranked up. Doesn't really need to be awakened. Swashbuckler sending over 400 of them rupees. Saying 3 generic awakening gems. The gems are the preciouses. The champions are sneaky little hobbitses. So does that mean you're going to hoard those forever? Oh, man. 3 generics. 3 generics. You're good to go. You're pretty much ready for anything at that point. Swashbuckler, thank you very much for the 400 rupees, though, man. I mean, you might be suffering from the same problem that I suffer from, in that I just can't. I never want to use a generic. What if I use a generic and then I pull that champion next? Read Hub's last one. I need my beauty sleep. Takes 15 hours of sleep to make me not look like Shrek BG. Alright, Pixie Belle. Hold on. We'll get you a short nap of 15 hours. Where is your Hub's last one? Here we go. I have 30k 6-star shards. Got lucky with the greater gifting crystal, but I'm afraid to open them. How do you get over the fear of pulling crappy 6 stars? It's just a game, you know. Sometimes you pull crap, sometimes you don't. Either way, those will not be your last 6-star crystals to open, you know. Just gotta think of it that way. No matter what pops out of that crystal, you will be popping open another crystal before you know it. And maybe that champion will suck too. But then the one after that, maybe it won't. Plus, more arena points. Even if they're garbage. They still give the same amount of arena points. What's up, Swaggy Spoadster? And give Lola or call police. I think Lola's sleeping. Pretty sure. There'll be no Lolas. Yo, BG, Zesky. Happy holidays to you and Laura. Right back at you. Lola, Gunther, and the whole Banana fam. Did you get any of those homemade pasta shells sauce things to eat? No, I did not. Not this year. I do love those, but no. Right before, though. Right before. So, like, the week before, Laura made me a gigantic, like one of those large, oh my god, why is the word not coming to me? One of those large, like, catering trays of baked ziti, and that filled my my pasta void for the rest of the year, pretty much. I was eating that every single day, every single night, till it was gone. Spent 6 hours reading a book today? Roboto, I am so disappointed in you. 6 hours reading a book? I mean, what's next? Are you gonna study for a test? Do homework or something? Ugh. Gross. Is that the speech you give Laura? Laura, I mean, she just thought it was really funny, actually. I don't even think she minded so much. It helps that hers was like a gifted 6-star too. So started and finished the book today. All right, enough. I don't need to hear this any more, Roboto. You've done more today than I've ever done in my entire life. Who even reads books? Thank you, Nightfish. God. Oh man. If I go over 15 hours, it's not pretty. Wait, what? Wait, only 15 hours? You gotta get to sleep soon. I don't know how you'll function on that little sleep. Yeah. Oh man, when I felt excuse me. Oh man, I felt like I wanted to sleep 15 hours today. I slept on the plane as much as I could, which was not enough. Like, I slept from pretty much the moment I got onto the plane. Like, even before the takeoff, I was asleep, and I woke up, and I was like, okay, cool. You know, it's a 6-hour flight. I probably just slept for like 4 or 5 hours. Damn it, I'm sorry, guys. The cough, it really hasn't been too bad. I hope it's not. Oh, I hope it's not starting up. I don't want to go through this again, man. Yeah, it's. I thought I slept for like 4 or 5 hours. You know, only an hour or two left in the flight. No, turns out I only slept for like 2 hours. I was really bummed. How many worst day of openings today? 3 5-stars. Diablo Dupe, Yondu have 6-star, and Jane from Arena Crystal. I need a God tier Mew, I have 106 stones, Awakening Gem, and all rank up gems. Damn, dude. Well, good luck, man. Yeah, that round of openings, certainly not the best. Hope your next ones go better. ABG, hope you had a good Christmas with the family. I did, man. Hope you did the same. Had some good luck on Christmas. 5-star Thanos, 5-star Kang, and 5-star Claire. Wait, what? Some good luck? Damn, dude. That's a little more than some good luck. 5-star Thanos, 5-star Thang. Thang, did I just say? Kang? And 5-star Claire? That's pretty sick. I think I'm starting to lose it. I really just said 5-star Thang instead of Kang. Yep, starting to lose it. Maybe I need some water. Dehydration setting in. BG, the best 2016 champ to give a 3-4 gem. Star-Lord, agreed? No, I wouldn't. Well, I mean, okay. I wouldn't say that that was the best. I might rank up Star-Lord with a 2016 gem, but what about Hulkbuster? He's getting buffed soon. He might be really good. So there's Hulkbuster, and then I know this might sound crazy, but I think I'd rather take up other champions like Iron Patriot over Star-Lord. Iron Patriot could get buffed at some point. He's pretty crappy, so the likelihood of him getting buffed, it's not that far-fetched, you know. So, yeah, I'd like, I don't know. Star-Lord, he's just never someone that I find myself needing. Maybe if I had him ranked up, maybe I could have made use of him somewhere, but his utility is damage. That takes a little bit of time to ramp up into that damage. And I think there's a lot of damage dealers these days, you know. Just took 5-star Warlock to rank 3. Now I is almost out of ISO. Dude, when you get that 5-star Warlock all the way up, it's gonna be pretty sick, Roboto. Serious question, Havoc or Sunspot for an Awakening Mutant Gem acquired yesterday. Have a Max Domino and Omega Red. Kabam keeps giving the same type of Awakening Gem. I wish I could tell you more about those champions, but I really cannot. Sunspot or Havoc. Here's the only thing I could tell you, because I don't have either of them at a high level. I see a lot more love for Sunspot. People seem to enjoy playing Sunspot more. Does that mean he's the better of the two? I don't know. But a lot of people seem to really get a kick out of Sunspot's playstyle. The huge L2s and stuff like that. I think Havoc is clearly the better defender. And might, you know, again, I don't have either of them at high level, so Havoc might be better attack-wise too. I just don't know. I think I'd rather have a Havoc than Sunspot, but if I had both ranked up, maybe I'd be singing a different tune. BG, you one of those airplane people who fly with a surgical mask? It should creep me out, but it always do a double take when I see people wearing them. No. Maybe I should have. Maybe that would have helped. I don't. When I fly, it's with like nothing, butt naked. Now, like there, when I say nothing, I mean no mask, no. I sleep on every single flight, and I've only had one of those like neck pillow things once. The thing kind of sucked, so I never bothered with it again. Maybe there are good ones out there, but the one I had was pretty. No headphones even. I had headphones for like one of my trips to Summoner Showdown, but I usually forget. So I just sit there doing nothing for 6 straight hours. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. BG, if you had to awaken one of these two champs, would you awaken Nick Fury or Aegon just for general purpose use? I prefer Nick Fury of the two. Aegon has been getting better over time, I think. The deeper we get into like Act 6, I'm not sure where you're currently at in the game. But some alliance mates of mine and people in here and everything, they've been talking about Aegon becoming more useful. So, you know, maybe after 6.4, if Aegon turns out to be really good there, and maybe the Abyss and stuff like that, well, maybe I would have to say Aegon. But when talking about like Alliance War, Alliance Quest, every other questing situation, I'd rather have Nick Fury. Alliance War attack and defense, not just one of those two. So yeah, Nick Fury for me. Yep, but definitely, but first cap Infinity to rank 5 for champion boss. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. BG, would you wake up Colossus or Sabretooth for 6.1 completion? Not Sabretooth. Sabretooth's awaken ability offensively doesn't really mean anything. Colossus is interesting. Colossus is a great champion. I don't know how important his awaken ability is. I might just look to hold on to that gem. His awaken ability might be important though. I'd have to look more into it. It's one of those things I've always kind of wanted to try to figure out, but just haven't spent any time really looking at it and looking at the how the champion works to figure out how important it is or not. 6 straight hours. Sounds like good website development time. I've tried. I've tried writing. Like that. I mean, that actually seems like the best thing I can do is just in general writing. Like if I bring my laptop, but even that, it's so uncomfortable, and I just can't focus. Website, no, there's no chance. Like I've done, like I've written things for the website and kind of map things out, you know, did some stuff like that. But as far as like doing the coding stuff for it, 0% chance. I need like 14 windows up minimum in order to get anything done. Trying to figure out like, you know, crap, how does this work? Why is this not working? Need all kinds of references going. Doing that on a plane where I can't focus, and only one screen? No way. Hello, BG. Awaken Max Thing or Captain Movie Marvel? Captain Marvel movie? Captain Movie Marvel? I can only tell you my personal experience with Thing. That Thing is a beast. Captain Marvel, I don't have ranked up, so I'm not sure which one is the better of the two. I can tell you Thing is super useful, at least though. Yeah, I don't know. You might want to ask somebody who has both of them ranked up. Here's what I think about Thing. He does some unique things in this game that other champions cannot do. Some very powerful, unique things. With Captain Marvel, I feel like, yeah, she has some unique things too. But I feel like if you didn't have her, you can get by with other cosmic champions just fine. For pretty much any situation. Like, she still might be better than those other options, so, you know, it's great to have her, great to rank her up and stuff, but they're also just very different champions, and it would really depend on what you're currently in the market for. Thing is more about that survivability with his Safeguard Awaken ability. Sure, he can ramp up to deal some massive damage too, but takes some time to ramp up. One's poison immune, one's not. One's bleed immune, one's not. Very, very different champions. Very, very different champions. If you could develop a quick proof of concept video game, what kind would it be? Proof of concept video game, what kind would it be? And a quick one at that? Well, I don't know. I think no matter what type of game I did do, though, I've already thought about doing this. I've never actually done it, but you know, I've messed around in Unity a little bit. Unity is, for those who don't know, it's a game engine you could download for free and use that to make games. And there's like some free assets that you can use. And I know I would put those to use. And just try to, you know, get my point across of what I'm trying to do, I guess, with that stuff. But what type of game? I don't know. I mean, I want to make an RPG the most. Like, I want to make like a single-player RPG the most, which is like probably not even worth the time. You know, that'll probably be the last game. If I ever make that, that'll be the first and last game I ever get to make, because probably won't make very much money from it. I don't know. I've also had some ideas for like puzzle games, and maybe I'd make a puzzle game. Maybe that would be my kind of proof of concept game. That would probably be the fastest one to make, since, you know, I don't even necessarily have to program something for that. Oh my god, I just got cornered by Darkhawk and just could not get out of it. So yeah, probably a puzzle game. There's a few ideas I have for puzzle games. I don't want to say them just because eventually I would love to make them. And not that I think anyone would steal my idea, but you know. Random guy sending over 10. Thank you very much, dude. Saying Merry Late Christmas to you and the missus. Hope you get a super OP champ on your next 6-star. Thanks, man. Thank you very much for the 10 as well. And Merry Christmas to you as well. Random guy. Thanks, man. I can definitely say that both of us had a good Christmas this year. So, but yeah, thanks, man. Really appreciate the 10. And I certainly hope that I get an OP 6-star on my next one too. And I hope you get an OP 6-star for your next one. Jalon also sending over $1. Thanks, man. Saying, is CG suicide friendly? Is Corvus Glaive suicide friendly? He is the definition of suicide friendly. He is, in some people's eyes, suicide masteries required. Where if you're not playing with suicide masteries, people don't even like Corvus. Not everybody's like that, but for a lot of people, that is how it is. There's a few reasons for that. I mean, when it comes to his damage, let's see, who can I show for this? All right, we'll take a look at Sentinel. So, Sentinel, he has an attack modifier in his abilities. You're gaining the top line there, attack rating increased by 13.4 per analysis charge. There's a ton of champions that have some way to kind of ramp up their attack, whether it's a Fury buff or something like this, or you know, you pop your special 3 with Namor or something like that, right? There's a lot of attack increasers in this game. Corvus does not have anything like that. Corvus, the way his modifier works, is it's based around Cruelty, which if I could find him, here we go. Cruelty affects your crit damage rating. 3150 per mission completed. And so he has guaranteed critical hits, and his critical damage is going up by you know, the crit damage rating increase. The only thing that he's missing is that large base attack to start with. He has no way to increase that attack. So just the way everything kind of multiplies together, having the suicide masteries on, it does more for you with a champion like Corvus than it does for most champions. So there's that. Plus, Corvus is he doesn't take any damage from bleeds when you have his glaives up. So as long as you have willpower maxed out, you're actually gaining some health at the start of each fight. And yeah, I would say those two things really is what it comes down to. So yeah, he's not only suicide friendly, but some would say suicide required. So yeah, hope that helps. Thank you very much for the buck. Is he any good for Act 5? He is good for virtually everywhere in the game, basically. Do something like Undertale. My kids love that game. They play it on Steam. Man, I want to check out Undertale. I've heard some of the music from Undertale, and it was actually pretty cool. And yet I've never played the game. There's some people that I follow that do like covers of the game music, and that was one of the ones that they had done. I thought it was really cool. But turn-based, It wouldn't be turn-based, no. It would be... I don't know how to describe it best. It wouldn't be turn-based. It would be like, you know, real-time. The fight itself, like the combat system, I think is pretty unique. I don't want to get into that too much. Again, man, I've never seen it done, and therefore, like, don't really want to say how I'd want to see it done. I just want to hopefully be able to make it myself one day. But as for like the world and stuff that you'd be exploring, it would be similar in style to like the older Legend of Zelda games or like Pokemon, like that style of like top-down view. Similar graphically too. I don't want any crazy graphics. I actually rather it be a little bit more simple. In recent years, the best like graphical example of something that I'd want is what's the name of that game? Hold on, let me find it. It was a game similar to Harvest Moon. Stardew Valley. There we go. So man, I wish I could put it on screen. But if you ever look up Stardew Valley, I've never played that game either. But graphically, I love it. There'd be, just looking at some of the pictures right now, some of it would be less colorful, I would say. You know, I'd want there to be maybe stronger like tonal shifts, where certain areas would be a little bit darker. Maybe a little closer to like Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past style. But anyway, that's the kind of game that I'd really want to make. But I think it's pretty tough to make money off of games like that, because it takes a long time to make these games, right? To make any game. And yeah, man, I don't know if people don't, if there isn't like a high number of people playing that game, I feel like, how are you gonna make any money? How are you gonna be able to support yourself to make another game? So I don't know. It probably wouldn't even be like the first game. Actually, it 100% wouldn't be the first game on my list to make. There's a couple others that I think would be easier to start with. I don't even know like how you know, I was watching Home Alone 2 over the holidays, guys, and I came to this realization when the credits started rolling of just how many different names were in the credits. And how could I possibly think that I could make a game all by myself and have it be like the type of game that I really want? Like, there are people that make games by themselves. It's possible, it's doable. But there's not many examples of that, and a lot of the people who are able to make games all by themselves, maybe I shouldn't say a lot of the people, but some of the people that I've seen who are able to make games all by themselves, they have a ton of experience, where they didn't start out making a game by themselves. And I'm talking about like the less simple ones, you know. Of course, there's little simple games that people make by themselves all the time, but what is this star? I may also send this to you later, but think that would be an interesting thing for you. Global Game Jam. Game jams, and then use them as trial by fire to build simple games, then work on projects. I've looked into game jam stuff. I just feel like what can I even do there? I don't even have the basics down as a programming. I know you collaborate with people and stuff, but I don't know. Just do it. Oh, man. He was lost in New York. Do you know how many people it takes to pull a stunt like that off? It's true. Venom the Duck, rank 2 worthy? Well, realistically, no. There are champions out there that are more important to rank up than Venom the Duck. He's a great champion, but he lacks in certain utility. And he doesn't have like the extreme explosiveness, extreme explosive damage output like some other champions do. Once you build him up, like, he's amazing. And he doesn't take that long to build up. So he's a great champion, but realistically, no. You want to rank up other champions. Now, that said, if you have already ranked up a bunch of champions, then why not, you know? I think it's really fun to play, at least. You know, if you think the same, then sure. When's Laura going to show her face? She has that. You know, she goes to Comic-Con every year, so it's not like a super secret thing. It's not easy to do in videos, and will probably be. It probably won't ever be something that's done in a video. The way that we have to record, it's yeah. Like, we only have one headset, and holding a headset between us, and it looks all stupid and everything, and yeah. BG have Awakened Aegon, Warlock, and Unawakened Corvus, whom to rank 5. My first rank 5. Well, if you run Suicides, Corvus might be the way to go. If you don't run Suicides, I'm partial to Warlock myself. But you got to rank up the champion that you really like playing the most. Whatever champion you play the most right now, that should probably be your first rank 5. Like, whoever it is, you're going to be playing... excuse me, guys. You're going to be playing that champion for a while. Until you get more rank 5s, you're going to be using that champion for everything. So, rank up the champion that you really like playing the most. Do you ever regret completing Labyrinth 100% before these easy Labyrinth clears were added? Sometimes. More for like the unit savings, I guess. I don't necessarily regret it because it was like harder to do with Gwenpool or something like that. But of course, like saving units in the long run, was it really that important that I got it done when I did? Probably not. I probably could have waited. I don't know. You know, it's fun to get it completed and stuff like that. So, and my initial clear was done with 0 units. And if I really wanted to, I could have done the entire thing with 0 units had I not just bought the. There were like these packages for. I think they were like 750 units a pop. That gave a really good amount of revives and potions and stuff like that. So, you know, I spent a ton of units on those things. So it was definitely not unitless. Like, I could have played things slower. Could have done that. But I don't know. Like, I don't regret it a ton or anything, you know? Definitely not something that I think about too frequently and say, damn, I could have saved all those. I should have waited, you know. That's not something like that. Usually I have rank 2 6-star Corvus, but it's not feeling right. I need Suicides on? Probably. Yep. Would you rank 2 6-star Nebula? I use Corvus Clave for everything. Man. Probably not. I would only make that rank up if you already ranked up a ton of other champions. It's a lot of resources to invest into a Nebula. She's not that bad of a champion, but I think she also gets the job done just fine at rank 1 for the times you need to use her, for the most part. BG Quick, no thought, Medusa or Omega Red, who is better? What do you mean, quick, no thought? That's impossible, man. That's not how this game works. You have to think. Otherwise, why even bother playing the game? You might as well just go, I don't know, stare at Facebook for, you know, just zone out staring at Facebook for a couple hours or something like that. You gotta think. That's the whole point. It's the whole reason we play games. As for which one is better, if you're running Suicides, Omega Red, generally better. If you're not running Suicides, well, Omega Red's still super powerful. It's not that easy. It would depend on the situation. I'd be more inclined to say Medusa then, I guess, but even still, the answer might be Omega Red. He's that good. Now, actually, when I'm not running Suicides, I like to use Medusa a lot more, so I guess without Suicides, it'd be Medusa. No, now I just have to Facebook with my mom. Sorry, by the way, if that came off as insulting for all the people that zone out looking at Facebook. I zone out looking at plenty of things. Facebook's not one of them, but we all have our things that we zone out into. Does Void need high sig? He does not. He benefits from a high sig, but it's not required. If he's even just awaken at sig level 1 is a huge deal. Like, he has to be awakened for 99% of things, I guess. But he doesn't really need a high sig level. You can feel a big difference between high sig level and low sig level, but he'll get the job done even at a low sig for most things that you use him for. You did use that Labyrinth Ultron for your 5.4 Legends run, though. That's true. I did. Mo the Awesome sending over a buck. Thanks, man. Saying, hey, BG. Lots of stuff happened this week. I accidentally took my Omega Red to rank 5, but got max Suicides unlocked. Also took Thing to rank 5 and did my initial clear of Labyrinth instead of using my Ghost, because why not? Okay. Interesting that you choose Thing over Ghost, but alright. But cool, man. Wait, hold on. What do you mean accidentally took Omega Red to rank 5? Hey, man, if you're running Suicides, then that was a happy little accident, I would say. Because you'll be happy. You'll be happy with that. But awesome, dude. Suicides unlocked, champions ranked up, Labyrinth. Good stuff. Thank you very much for the buck. Lance sending over buck as well. Gun to your head, prestige not a factor. Who do you rank up, Doom or Claire? Doom. I enjoy his playstyle more. And I don't know which one's better. I don't have either of them at a high level, so it's not necessarily rank up advice. But if I could only pick one, it would be Doom. Even prestige aside, even if, because, you know, if Doom was unawakened and I didn't have an awakening gem, I'd still like to have Doom ranked up. So yeah. I was thinking more of the fact that you could have done content nowadays with Labyrinth. Wait, hold on. I was thinking more of the fact that you could have done content nowadays with Labyrinth, easier content. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, no, it would be more just a unit saving thing. That was the only thing. Do you think there will be anything as game-changing as Suicides in the future? Probably not. I don't think they'll add anything like the Suicide Masteries ever again. In many ways, Suicide Masteries, you know, they keep the game interesting. It's like a big divide between suicides and not suicides, and some champions work with them, some champions don't, all that stuff, right? So they add a lot of interesting things in the game, just in general, right? A lot of interesting things to think about, talk about, how it influences the champions you rank up, how, you know, how you play the game. But it also comes with some downsides, you know. I think it's really tough to balance champions appropriately due to the fact that suicide masteries exist. I think it's tough to even make champions interesting that aren't suicide friendly these days. Like they're so powerful for saving time in the arena, you know, and of course, like now that there's some champions that work very well with them, it's not just the arena that they're the best for. You could pretty easily argue that suicide masteries are the best everywhere in the entire game, outside of certain situations where you'd want to turn them off. And because of that, because suicide masteries are so good everywhere in the game, certain champions that were clearly designed to not be run with the suicide masteries, they feel weak. They feel uninteresting. Their value decreases quite a bit. So I can't see Kabam adding something like that again. Should definitely add different immunity versions of suicides, though. So many incinerate immune champs now. I agree with that. Yeah, we have talked about that in the past a little bit too. I think that would be good if they had a different variation where they don't stack, so you could only have like one or the other or something. But yeah. I think, you know, the more champions that get added into this game too, just the harder and harder it is with masteries. I should still make the video that I want to make about like the individual mastery trees. I think I want to see Kabam go that direction. I love masteries in this game, and I still hope they add new masteries. I would love to see that, but it's, you know, I can also see that like it's problematic, you know. Whereas if they had individual masteries for certain champions, which might sound funny, but if I could show you what I'm envisioning in my head, maybe it wouldn't seem so funny. I think that would be the way to go. I would love for Kabam to do that. Philip M. Sirius sending over a buck. Thanks, man. Saying, hey, BG, can you think of all the positives of Omega Red without suicides? I can think of some. I'm about to end the stream here. He doesn't take damage back on tentacle hits, which are his medium attacks, his special 2, special 3. I think special 3 at least. But yeah, his medium attacks, his heavy attacks. He doesn't take damage back on that, so you can still fight champions like Electro without taking damage. His damage, a lot of it still comes from spores, and you know, a lot of that damage is something that you can't really prevent. So like he gets around a lot of things in this game, like Safeguard, for example. He is immune to basically poison and bleed. And last one. Opponents cannot shrug off debuffs depending on how many spores you have in the opponent's 10% per spore. So if you have 10 spores, the opponent cannot shrug off debuffs. That includes nodes like Masochism. So, yeah. Those are everything I can think of off the top of my head, at least. Thank you for the buck. BJ, I need to do a detailed video about mastery each one. Yes, I'm going to do videos about masteries pretty soon. I can't say it's going to be this week. In fact, it's not going to be this week. I can tell you that much. Maybe it's going to be shortly after the new year. I'll focus on some videos about masteries. There's a couple other videos that I want to release that need to come out before the year is over. So, yeah. All right. Anyway, look, guys, it's getting pretty late. So, I'm going to call it a night here. It's good to be back. Thank you all for hanging out with me and stuff. There's a bunch of super chats, so thank you all for that. Random guy, thank you very much for being tonight's biggest D. And yeah, I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye! Best champ is your hard-earned money. What? Alright, I'm not sure what that means. You talking about Unit Man? Okay. And on that note, alright, good night, everybody.